So why is R so popular and what makes the R a good platform? So R is basically a language, and as a language has a certain construct, R has also certain important language constructs, or I should say, let's see, uh, basic pillars from which the language is being generated and has been more useful. So the important thing is, first of all, the data types. Okay, R has very few, but let's say very important and very specific kind of data types. Another construct is the objects. Well, don't confuse this object as the object definition that we were using in object oriented terminology. Well, they are pretty much same, but consider this object as a variable for now. Okay, so data type, objects, then functions, then conditional statements. Okay, and after conditional statements, what remains is, yes, iterators. Okay, fine. So now let's talk about various data types in R. So these are basically main five data types of R. Okay, as this language is designed to be work around the data. So mainly the data that we receive from the several sources is in the form of either character, numeric, maybe in a, I'm considering the mathematical complexity. It could be, we might have to deal with a complex number, so there is a complex kind of data type, uh, and obviously the boolean, famous boolean data type in name of logical. So character, you can use this data type as a string as well. Numerical, that contains double and integer, both type of uh, number representation. So yes, we do have an integer separately over here, but normally it, uh, it comes under numeric. So complex is a separate type of number representation, and logical. Okay, now let's talk about objects of R. Okay, um, R has several different kind of objects. So if you want to create the object that is basically a singleton or a single variable, it's very easy in R. You just name the object, let's say X, and use the less than and dash key, so it will create like an arrow, and whatever data you want to put, let's say you want to put a number, just type a number, or well, so you can certainly use equal to in place of this arrow. So x equal to, now you want to give a string, so you type a string. Okay, and so on so forth. So this is how you create a single object. Okay, but normally there are very there would be very less event when we will be dealing with this kind of single variable type. We have to deal with generally data that comes into the bunch. So apart from that single object, R has certain very useful object. There is one object called vector. There is another list, matrix, factor, and the holy grail of objects, which is data frame. This object is going to be the most useful objects in the R, and you will see why and how. So okay, let's talk about vector. Okay, fine. Before we talk about this thing, there are certain thing called attributes of an object. So each object will be having a names. These attributes are actually resides in R as a function basically. So you can use function like names and then any object and pass a object, and in return it will give the names of the object. When we are saying names as that means names that might have given to the dimensions or any kind of name that the object is using. Okay, then there is a specific dim names that gives you the name of dimension. If you don't understand this thing or don't able to visualize this thing, it's fine, no problem. When we will introduce the objects itself like vector list and the data frame, then you will get a better idea. So then there is a attribute of dimension. We normally call method dim to fetch the dimension of object. So we put object as an argument, and we fetch the dimensions. If it is dimension of like 1 cross 2 or 2 cross 2, let's say 2 cross 3 cross 4. So dimension will get using this dim object. Okay, then this is class and length. Now class is a very important attribute of any object. Class shows that basically the data type of object. Okay, uh, well this information again kind of sort of matching with the object oriented concept, but okay, if you understand in that way, then it's fine, no problem. So it basically gives you to which data type an object is belonging. The data type that we have discussed in a previous slide. uh, so well, you can say that the class method will return the string, and that string will have information regarding the data type. uh, the five data type basics that we have discussed earlier. Apart from that, there are several 2 3 more data types that this method could return, although they are not the atomic data type, but still they are considered as a returnable data types. So again, we'll see when we'll use this kind of method, or when we'll use this kind of data types. So length, this is a self-explanatory function. If you are using array sort of data structure, then length will return the length of an array basically. Okay, so these are the attributes. Just keep in mind that which are attributes that we can access, and also if let's say you forgot that, okay, I don't know what attribute this kind of data types or this object could have, well, you can certainly use this attributes function to fetch which attribute information this object is perceiving right now. Okay, so I think till now you got the idea of data types. Okay, so at least you have basic thinking around what data types are, and how we can manipulate what kind of objects are there. Okay, so now let's talk about the conditional statement that are offered.